So yesterday we discussed about event. We learned about event and event arguments. So technically, you remembered some points like which pattern event follows. Which pattern event follows? Remembered which pattern event follows? Remember that point? Yeah. So event follows which pattern? So good. It follows an observer pattern. Good. Event follows an observer pattern. Right. Good. And what are the event arguments we have? Two event arguments we are having. What are the event arguments we are having? One is this, another one is event. Right? This and event. These are the event arguments. What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this? Sends information about the current object. Okay, current element or object. Sends information about the current object. Yes, good. So that means the properties, methods of current object. Event sends information about current event. Am I right? Event sends information about current event. Event related properties and object related properties. Event follows a delegate mechanism. Delegate means, what is delegate mechanism means? Event follows a delegate mechanism. Delegate mechanism means function pointer, right? Delegate mechanism means function pointer. Event follows a delegate mechanism, that is function pointer, right? Pointing towards a specific function. Now today we are going to learn about various JavaScript browser events. Remember, events, for example, if I ask for button which event we can use, then what do you say? For button which event we can use? So many events we can use. For button we can use so many events, not only just on click. So many events we can use. That means, remember, events are not related to elements. They are related to browser. All events are browser events. That means all are browser related events which are used by elements. So don't think that button uses click event. Click event is used everywhere. That means a span can be clicked, a div can be clicked, a paragraph can be clicked, a heading can be clicked. You can use anywhere. So it's not like you can use only click for button. So events are not related to controls. Events are related to browser. So all are browser events. And these browser events are classified into several types. Like, so we have mouse events, we have key events, we have timer events, and different miscellaneous events. Miscellaneous events. Miscellaneous are assorted, different category actually. Means for different purpose actually. So events are classified into several types. How to use these events? How do we work with these events? We will see one example. First, we will see how to use mouse events. How do we work with mouse events? Mouse events are nothing but they are related to mouse interactions. Mouse events are related to mouse interactions. That means when user moves the mouse, several actions are performed. These days, generally, we don't wait until user clicks a button. So we perform several actions automatically when mouse is over and all. For example, mouse events we have on, mouse over, on, mouse out, on, mouse up, on, mouse down, on, mouse move. These are all mouse related events. And mouse events. So what is the meaning of over out? Over means, so when pointer is over any element. Out means when pointer leaves the element. Mouse up means when button is released. Mouse button is released. So down means when mouse button, when user hold down mouse button. When user hold down the mouse button. Move means while moving. So moving. While moving the mouse, we can handle several interactions. For example, let's see. Means how we can use these events. One simple example we will see. So in JavaScript, I will add events. In that, I am writing a separate file here. So mouse.html. So let's create a simple HTML document. So head title mouse demo. So here we will link relation is equal to style sheet and href is equal to node modules bootstrap dist css bootstrap.css. Okay, and in the body we are defining container fluid. Okay, now here, so we are creating a div. So id as some gallery. So id as gallery, some div. And let's keep this. So in a marquee. In a marquee, we are keeping that div actually. Right. So marquee have some scroll amount. Scroll amount is equal to some 10. Okay. Now this is an empty one. We don't have anything here. So I will keep a heading here. Mouse over and out. Okay. And body on load. So body load. So we are writing a script here. So function body load. So when body load here, we are creating a variable. So let's keep a variable here. Suppose I will keep a variable called pics. It is having an array of images. Dot slash images slash shoe.jpg. That is one image. Similarly, we will copy some images into that array. So shoe1.jpg. We have some earpods.jpg and some shirt.jpg, something like this. And so here some jeans.jpg. Okay, we have some images path array. We created an array. In that array, we defined some images path. Okay, now after configuring the images path here, so defining the images here. So next important is we have to load these images into this gallery, images into the gallery. So I will just keep here. So where first we need to perform iteration for where item of pics. So we just use iterate. Through this item, we can access this path. All right. We have to create an image where img is equal to. Images are created by using an image class. So new image. Actually, tables, table cells, or other elements, we are creating them by using document.createElement. But images are derived from a separate image class. We have to create as a new image. They are derived from an image class. And img dot with src. img src I defined as some item. Item is src. And that means the path. Every image path is used as source. And this image should be loaded into this gallery. So document.get element by id gallery dot append child. We need to add that image into the gallery. Okay. Now, whatever images are present in the array, they are loaded into the gallery. So gallery is nothing but the div which contains the content. And what I will do is here I'll keep a style. So style. And here I will keep image. So width is equal to some 200 and the height also 200. Width and height 200 pixels for image. And initially they are kept inside the marquee. Now when I run this, you can see that images are dynamically added into that gallery. So we are adding images dynamically into the div. And those images are displayed here. All the images are dynamically added into the gallery. And it is scrolling those images. It is scrolling the images. Because we kept that in a marquee, it is going to scroll the images and display those images. So that is the basic. Now, what should happen is, generally in CSS we learned, when image is hover, that means when the mouse pointer is over the image, then what to do is, when the mouse pointer is over the image, then we need to keep some effects. That means we need to adjust that effects. So what we are doing is, initially opacity for image is 0.6 is the opacity. When hover, then we use transform scale as 2 times. It has to adjust the size, so that means 2 times larger than what the size it is having. So transform, and here transition I will put 2 seconds the transition, and here I will give Z index. So suppose Z index means we are keeping X index, Y index, Z index. Z index will make it like 3D. That means 3 dimensions, because already we learned X index, X axis, Y axis. Z axis will give a 3D effect. So Z index, I kept it as 20 pixels. That means little bit towards the Z index. Okay, and here opacity will be, so 1.0. That is the opacity, transparency. And usually you can see that. So when mouse is over the image, so it will come from the Z index, and the opacity changes also. The div banner height width you can adjust according to your requirement. You can keep it according to your requirement. You can change the effects of overflow and how we can manage them. Images we are changing here. Okay. Now important is, this is generally hover. You can control the size. You can control the speed. You can control the position. But you cannot control. Hover is already there, but you cannot control the animation effects. So that means you cannot control the effects of marquee. That means interactions you cannot control with CSS. So you can just add some effects. So, but you cannot handle interactions. That means now what interactions are nothing but in the marquee. When mouse pointer is over, that means on mouse over. When mouse pointer is over, then what should happen? So the current animation should stop. That means this dot stop. So this refers to the current object. Remember, you can write a function. In the function, you can pass that this dot stop. Or directly you can write just this dot stop. Now, when mouse is out, means when mouse pointer is moved out, that means on mouse out, then we can give this dot start. That means it will start the animation again. On mouse over, it will stop, and on mouse out, it will start. So that means what action you want to perform on mouse over and mouse out. So you see here, so when I move the mouse onto that image area, when I move the mouse pointer onto that, you can see that now when I move the mouse onto that, the image will stop. And when I come out of it, then it will again resume. Better you give a time for backward also. So that means here, so initial stage transition as 2 seconds. So that is initial transition as 2 seconds. Then when I move the mouse pointer onto it, then you can see it will pause the marquee and it will zoom and come out of it. Then again it will resume. Again it is zooming every individual image and displaying that here. On mouse over, it is stopping it, and it is resuming, and mouse out. On mouse out, it is resuming it. This is what generally we can handle. That means we are controlling the animation on mouse over and mouse out. Not only that, so I just given one example. This is one example. We can add some effects here. So a lot of things we can control on mouse over and mouse out. For example, so if we want to handle, suppose I am giving another heading. So mouse over and out. So on mouse over and out, suppose I have an image and ID as suppose pic is the ID. Okay. And I will keep some images. Suppose in our images, we have some images related to some advertisements. Suppose in my computer, I have images here, and suppose relevant to some, okay, Pepsi, Reliance Digital, some images are there. I will keep them here. Okay. So here I am adding an source as dot dot slash images dot dot slash images slash so Pepsi dot jpg. So width is 400 and the height is 100. So width and height we are adjusting for that image. Right, that is the width. Suppose width is 400 acha. So we globally defined the width here. So then we will add a class here. So here we are configuring style. So style. So width as 400 pixels. Just the width defined for that. Okay. So why? Because generally, globally we given width for all of them. So globally we given width for all of them. And the same is affecting here. Because I just given IMG. That means it will apply everywhere then. It will apply everywhere. Suppose I said hash gallery. So in the gallery image, so that means hash gallery. So that means, so the only gallery image it will apply. It will not apply for others. That will be better. No? So otherwise it is going to apply everywhere. So here I'm just defining another image here. Add pic. So that is, so width and height. Suppose I am adding here height as some 100 pixel. Okay, this is an image. We are having an image here. Okay. Now what we want is on mouse over, I want to change that advertisement. On mouse over, we need to change that advertisement. So that means we need to completely change it. You want to change the height, you want to change the width, you want to move it from left to right. Already we learned. So we can use 3D, 2D transitions. But you want to completely change it. You want some interaction with it that you cannot manage with CSS. Then we have to write. So we have to write through JavaScript. Suppose I am writing here on mouse over. Okay, add one. So I am writing here show add one. Add one. And on mouse out, I am using here show add to. Show add to. These are the two functions. That means now I have to write the functions here. So function show add one. So in that I need to access document get element by ID pic dot src. I need to change it to dot dot slash images slash // images / r digital dot jpg, something. Similarly, so add to, it should display another image. That means show add to, it should display another image. So Pepsi.jpg, it should display that Pepsi.jpg. Now you can see here on mouse over, it will change that advertisement. On mouse out, it will be normal. That means on mouse over, it will change that image. Another image will come. On mouse out, it will be normal. So above, we are controlling some animation like pause and resume. Here we are controlling the animation, we are controlling the image, so we can change the image. So that means on mouse over, it is displaying an advertisement, and out it is displaying another. These are mouse over, mouse out like options. That means you can control several interactions. So on mouse over and mouse out. Generally, you may think like I can use CSS hover. CSS hover can control the effects for that particular element, but it cannot manipulate that element. Manipulations are very much required in further stages, which you have to do with JavaScript only. And with these events, you can manage that. So we need a combination, both CSS and JavaScript. JavaScript also can give effects, but it is very lengthy. So better give effects with your CSS and control its manipulation with JavaScript. That's a good combination of using it. So this is on mouse over. That means on mouse over, how we can create the effects and animations, right? Similarly, so we have mouse down and mouse up. So similarly, we have mouse move, like mouse down, mouse up, mouse move. These are all mouse options. Currently, you have seen two, mouse over and mouse out. Mouse up, mouse down also similar. For example, see, I'm creating a simple example here. So I will give these examples. So I will just copy that code here. So this is the example for mouse. So this is the basic example of mouse. Yeah, this is the example for mouse over and mouse out. Now similarly, how we can handle mouse down and mouse up. What are the options to handle mouse down and mouse up? Let's see. I will create another example here. So a new file, mouse down.html. If I give one example, combinations, you can try all others. So generally you see in websites. So I will keep a title as mouse down. Suppose here, so we have the body, and we will keep one image here. Suppose, see, what we are doing is from Google here. So I'm designing some, suppose images. I'm using some gift box. Okay, you see some gift box images are here. Okay, I will select one gift box image. I will copy that image. Copy image. Okay, I will open this in MS Paint. In MS Paint, so I am designing here. So that image is here, fine. And height, width exactly the same, or we can adjust accordingly. So suppose, yeah, this is the gift box. And what I do is here, I am writing this. I am writing here some text. Yeah. Uh, Here I will say press, hold down. Press, hold down. Mouse button to view offer, like this, to view offer. So this is just a message I given on the top of that image. Press, hold down, mouse button to view offer. Okay, I will save this in our project folder. We will save that in the images. I am saying as a gift box. It's a PNG file. Okay. Now I am searching for another image. So like offer box, like this. You can see, so this is the offer box. So, or suppose I will just give a special offer, some percent off. So, right, I'm just giving. So here, suppose, yeah, I give here as some 25% discount. That is another image. I will copy that image. Now, what we will do is same height width, same image, same height width. So you see it is having the same image height width. I will keep save as offer box. Okay, PNG. Here I will remove this image. That means we will delete that image. At that image place, we will keep another one. At that image place, we will keep another one. That means the one we have copied, this one. At that image place, I am keeping this one. At the image place, I am keeping this one. So add that one. Same height width, I replaced that image with this one. This is another image, offer box. So, okay. Now we designed two pictures. So, and see here, I'm using image. SRC is equal to images / images. And here we defined as gift box PNG. Width is 300 and height also 300, something 300 width and height. And this is ID, so as pick. And we are writing functions. So on mouse down, show offer. Okay, and on mouse up, when pointer is released, hide offer. These are the functions. So what should happen now is here we are writing a script. In the script we are defining the function. So that is show offer. Show offer function should display a different image. So which box it should display? We have two images. In our project we have two images. So one is gift box, another one offer box. Now show offer should get document get element by ID pick .src. It should display .. // images. So offer box .png. Hide. So we have function hide offer. This should display document get element by ID. So pick .src is equal to .. // Here it should display. So images / so we have defined gift box again .png. That means we are changing the images. Then when you run this, you can see by default. So here the gift box will be displayed. And it says that hold down the mouse button to view offer. That means I hold down the button, hold down, then that offer will come. and you release the button, then it will be hidden. That means not on mouse over, hold down. Until you hold down, it will be displayed. Once you release, it will be hidden. It will be hidden. That means we can put relevant images inside it. So, and we can flip between those images on mouse down and mouse up. Down means when you hold down, until you hold down only. Once you release it, that means it is mouse up. And on mouse up, it will automatically display another image. So that means on mouse over and mouse up, it is going to manage the images. Mouse over and mouse up, it is going to manage the images. So technically that's what, so here we have mouse over, mouse out, mouse up, mouse down. So down indicates button hold down, up indicates button release, and out over is just moving over and out. Move means while you are moving. So move indicates while you are moving the mouse pointer. That means while moving, you can handle some animation. For example, how we can handle moving. This is another example. This is another example for mouse. This is for mouse down and mouse up. Mouse up. For mouse down and mouse up, this is an example. How we can handle for mouse moving generally. Suppose see, for that we need again some images here. So here I am adding some images, right? So I will copy an image. We have an image like some flag. One flag image is there, copy. I will keep that image here. So we are adding that image here in our full stack. Okay, images. We have a flag image. It's a GIF file actually. Flag is a GIF file. Okay. So what we are doing is we are creating another page. So mouse move.html. And here we are defining doc type HTML head, and title is mouse move. And we have a body. In the body, we have a div. The div style height is equal to some 1000 pixels I given. And below that, I kept an image. Source is equal to /images/flag GIF. So width is 50 and height also 50. Remember, so I have a div. Under the div, we have image. Height is 1000 pixels. What is that intention is nothing but generally. So we have the page. The page height is maximum 700 pixels. Height is maximum 700 pixels, usually default size. Now we given a div inside it with 1000 pixel. That means it will go like this. That means on the current computer screen, actually, when you open any page, you can see 700 pixels. But you have a div which is 1000 pixels. And under that, we have an image. Under that, we have an image. So, image is not going to display when you open the page. Why image is not going to display? It is somewhere at the bottom. Somewhere at the bottom. So, until you scroll down, you will not see that image. So that is the basic intention of this image. So image ID is some flag. Okay. Now what we are doing is when user is moving the mouse, on the body, that means on mouse move. When user is moving the mouse on the body, so we will say animate. We will write a function animate. Okay. Let's create a script and write the function animate. What this animate function have to do is, it should collect the position of mouse on screen. Position of mouse you can collect by using event arguments. So we will pass event. So that means, so mouse moving related properties you can access by using this event. You need you need a reference for that event, formal parameter. I'm giving E. This can be any name. This can be any name, E, X, Y, any name. So it is mapping to this event. And event related properties now you can access by using this E. Now what we will do is, so we will get the position of the image, get the position of the mouse. So that means X position, Y position of mouse. And we will apply that position. So we will apply the position to this image, actually, to this image. So that means image position should be applied. So that means you see here, a lot of techniques are there. First, I will access the image. So flag is equal to document get element by ID flag. That refers to picture. Now here, we will put here flag. It is referring to picture. Picture dot style dot position. Its position, so position should be fixed. Its position should be fixed. That means it should not move from at a specific location. Okay, its position is fixed. Next, so image dot style dot, so here, so we are displaying in the style we need to define the coordinates. That means top, left we have to define. That means the top position will be the mouse x-axis, y-axis position. That means what is our intention is, I will show you here. Actually on the screen, we will have a mouse pointer. This is mouse pointer. We have to get the position of this mouse pointer. That means x-axis position, how much? Y-axis position, how? So that means x-axis position where it is present, y-axis position where it is present. This position should be applied to a picture. So this mouse position should be applied to picture. That means the mouse, the image related, the image related left position should, image y-axis. That means image left position should be according to x-axis and the top position should be according to y-axis. Then top position is E dot client X, client Y plus pixels. That means it will get the position of mouse and it will apply that pixels to the top position. That means image top position will be the mouse top position. So mouse Y position. Similarly, flag dot style dot left, image left position will be client X plus pixels. That means it should be left position. That means mouse x-axis position and mouse y-axis position you can access by using this event. To access mouse x-axis, y-axis position, we have two properties, client X and client Y. By using client X, client Y, we can access their position, convert that into pixels and assign to left and top. That means mouse position is applied to image position. When it is applied, when you are moving the mouse, generally when you move the mouse little bit, automatically new position will be updated. That means you can see now when I run this here, and when I'm moving the mouse, you can see that the image is moving along with the pointer. That means my flag is moving along with the pointer. It is moving along with the pointer. That means image position is applied to the mouse position, and automatically that position will be updated. Position will be updated. Suppose you want, you can display that somewhere. Suppose in the div, here I will put a span. So span ID as MSG. In that span, I want to update these positions and display so that you can also see that. So document get element by ID. So that is MSG dot inner HTML. Here we will write X is equal to. So that means we have to get the X and Y position. X is equal to. So here E dot client X. Okay, and space Y is equal to. So just BR, and Y is equal to $E dot client Y. We are just getting the positions and displaying. And you see now, you can see the x-axis, y-axis position will be changing here. X-axis, y-axis, and we are applying to that image. Then usually how it looks like, so it seems like it is moving along with the pointer, So these are all generally techniques that we use for handling the events. So events with options, we manage this. So take how we can handle the mouse events. So we have so many mouse options. So what are the mouse options? So we have mouse over, mouse out, mouse up, mouse down, and mouse move. That means while moving, it will update that position and get. Remember, these properties, client X, client Y, these are the properties of the event. So which event? That is mouse move event. And these are JavaScript based properties. So you have to define them exactly in the same way. That means same you have to configure. That means you have to define with the same capitalizations and everything, because they are reserved properties. So you have to use in the same way. And already I told you that every event has a lot of properties. So, and don't think that these are the properties only for mouse. And not only such kind of animations, so many things we can manage by using this technique actually. I given one example for that. So for example, suppose see, we can handle several other options also. Suppose I will give you one task, you try to do that. I will give you one task, you try to do. That means how to apply colors, how to apply effects. So we understood that. So how to apply the colors and effects, we understood that. That means we have to just apply style. So style dot, so color, style dot background color, style dot position, apply through style. If you want to apply for a div, if you want to apply for a span, you have to do that. Now, I will give you one exercise. You try to do that. Based on this, I will give you one exercise. You try to do. So what you need to do is, suppose here I will give some demo, right? So okay, demo. Just one basic point here. I'm giving you a simple exercise to practice. You try to do that exercise here. Now, what we need to do is, suppose, so I have, this is a demo title. I have a body section here. In this, we have a div. Or we can simply put this as, yeah. So we will put as unordered list. So list item. So we have India. So we have US. So we have some Australia, like Australia. Okay, something like this. We have defined some headings or some options headings, states or some options we define. And so we have a style here, UL. So display as flex, display flex. Okay, display as flex. Okay, we are just adding that option here, and we are configuring this unordered list. And so list style, so list style as none. We can add so many options. So li, so margin left is some 30 pixels. So we are using like this. Suppose we have these options 40 or 50 pixels, and so we have border as 2 pixel, so 2 pixel solid dark cyan. Okay, something like this. Now what I want you to try is here padding as 5 pixel. Okay. So these are the options we are having. So width and height. So width is some 200. Okay, now what I want here is you to try is in this just one example. What you need to do is align center. So when user moves the mouse onto India and US and Australia, that means onto that particular location, when moves onto that map should display below. That means that image should come below. That means I want you to create an image here. So alt I will give as a map here. So width suppose 400 and height also 300, like this I give. So this is the map we are having. Suppose so border as 2 pixel, border as 2, something like this. Now you see here. So our intention is very simple. When mouse pointer is over that, when mouse pointer is over India, I want India image to come here, map. US, it should display US. On Australia, it should display Australia. When user is moving the mouse onto that list item, right, it should display the concerned map below. Put a just picture there below. It should be changing when mouse is over. Mouse is over that particular location, it should be changing. So, and very important is don't use mouse over. Don't use mouse over. So because I want on mouse move, how do we know that it is over India? So because it can be anywhere on this block. So on mouse move, it should be on this. That means you have to try this with the mouse move event. By using mouse move event, you need to get the position of that and you need to display it. So you have to try this. Will you able to try by yourself? What do you say? Can you try this? Huh? Right, those on mouse move, those concerned images should display. Right, if you can do that, that's good. That means now you are good with your mouse events. Some more exercises I will give to handle the mouse events. Then next important, we need to know about the key events, how we can manage the key events, interacting with the key events, right? Yeah. So that we will see in our next session. Tomorrow we will discuss about that. Okay. Yes, you have to try this. If you can try this, I will give you some exercises. And with this type of interactions only, we can create good layouts of our websites. These are very much important to understand. So later I will give you some more interactions also. Right now, key events. What are key events? How to handle these key events? That we will see in our next session. Tomorrow we will discuss about the key events and with examples. Okay, right. Remember, we are spending more time on JavaScript. So jQuery and other JavaScript based contents will be more faster now. Why? Because if you are perfect in JavaScript, only 2 days, 3 days for jQuery. You can handle jQuery easily. Other frameworks will be very simple, very easy for you. That's the reason we are spending more time on JavaScript. Others will fastly done because you can easily handle them. Okay, you have to practice good on JavaScript, huh? Right? If you have done the task, you can submit at the classroom so that I can verify. Huh?